Here we go. Hello, I am Cheryl James, and I am in 2301 in Miss Hamilton's class, and this is my lesson presentation, and my title of my lesson is Give Me a T-I-G-E-R-S. What does that spell? It is an English language arts reading subject, and it's the 4th grade. My TEK is from 110.6 in the English language art reading, grade level 4. It was adopted in 2017 and it was revised in 2019. This is to help the kids to learn with their essential knowledge and skills of learning to read and write and understand, and to develop that into cursive writing, to have their own identity of their own unique handwriting for their signature, and to write other things other than to just print. It's important that they know how to spell the letters, to write the letters correctly, and make it where it is legible for other people to read as well. So, like I said, it is for cursive writing assignment. I would actually call the class to attention for them to look at the whiteboard where I'm working, and there would be lines out to where we would make the letters, how they're formed. And the letters we were working on were the T, the I, G, E, R, and S. So we would write all of those letters in capital, and then we'd write all the letters in lowercase, in cursive. And we would write those 5 times each for my Gen Ed class. I would encourage them. We would have a guide paper beside them on their desk where they can see the letters and how the strokes are made each way, making them 5 times each. And I would have a timer set to where we can track our time, about a minute per letter, where we can get all this information in there. We would absolutely use a pencil. We would work into using a pen later, but we would use pencil so that they feel like they need to erase. They can very well do that. And so that's the lesson there. And so we do the guided practice, was where I would explain to them the T, the capital T. You would start at the top line, and you would go over and loop, come down and swing, and that would be your capital T. And then each letter thereafter. I explained it in my write-up. Each letter, the lowercase letters are so much easier, of course, to make, and they're so easy to connect. You have your T and then your I, the G, E, R, S. So after writing those all, each letter, upper and lowercase, 5 times each, and then writing tigers in capital letters, writing the T in capital, the rest in lowercase, and then writing tigers all in lowercase, writing those 5 times each. Then they understand how these letters can connect, and it makes them more confident on putting the letters together and getting their handwriting to look the way it should look. After, for some extra, I would ask them to write down their name in cursive after they've printed it at the top, because they're going to feel more comfortable. I don't want to over pressure, so have them write their name in cursive, having that we've got into most of those letters, and their pet's name if they have pets, their parent's name, write mama, write daddy, sister, brother, the town where they live, the state, of course, Texas, and the month they were born, just to say, a few things that they could write. Then, for when the lesson was over, then we would do our exit card. I would have them write tigers, capital T, lowercase the rest, and then lowercase tigers 5 times each on their card with their name printed and in cursive, so that they could see how it's going to look. Then For my strategies to assist with my students with exceptionalities, I would have them have their guided practice sheet that they're writing on, and I would have them have a sheet that has all the alphabets on the alphabet written on it, and it has the direction that each letter should, the stroke should go, so that they can see how that's going to look. After doing that, these students, the timer's going to go off after a minute when they're working on that. Then they will write tigers, capital T, lowercase the rest, and then lowercase tigers. They're going to write those 3 times each instead of writing them 5 times each. Then the objective to helping my kids was to allow them preferable seating closer to the teacher, of course. Giving that student the handout that shows the cursive writing, which most of them are going to have it in their tablet. Usually it's written on the inside of their tablet, printed and cursive alphabet with the numbers as well. And that way they can refer to it without having to look up and down at the whiteboard and their paper. And I would walk around, of course, during the class. But when they're at home, this is what they would do. Taking it to a how-to type thing. And then always asking them to give me feedback on how well they are enjoying this. Then, of course, we sing the cheer about give me the T, and then give me the I, give me a G, give me the E, give me the R, give me the S, and then give me a T-I-G-E-R-S. And what does that spell? Tigers, tigers, yay, go Tigers. And that encourages them to spell. They can then spell their name, and they can make up little tunes and little catchy little things with that, which helps encourage their learning. And to modify even more, I would allow the students to write each letter, upper and lower, again, 3 times each, and then practice at home 10 minutes a day, writing tigers and tigers, and in 3 times in cursive, taking them some breaks should they need it, and making sure that their parent or their mentor is giving them positive support, that encouragement that they need to continue helping learn, and giving them where they can be able to write out a job application, a resume, and their own unique signature for signing a check, because it's important that we know that. And I hope that you learned a lot from this, because I certainly did. Thank you.